Prime Minister Andrew Holness is under investigation for owning assets disproportionate to his lawful income and making false statements on his statutory declarations by intentionally leaving out the most key parts.
The People's National Party is calling for the resignation of Prime Minister Andrew Holness. This following the Integrity Commission's report on Mr. Holness's statutory declarations.
We got here about 15 minutes ago. When we got here, there were about 3 police vehicles, 2 pickups and a sedan, with about 6 police officers. Since the time that we've been here, we've noticed that 3 other vehicles have approached the house. They're parked outside.
In the report issued on Tuesday, 3 Scotiabank accounts was mentioned, 1 owned by his father and 2 owned by his mother. But there is a next bank account with Andrew Holness' name on it, and that bank account is in the person named Elizabeth Reed, a person who worked in Andrew Holness' constituency for over 20 years. And when asked by the Integrity Commission how is he associated with these accounts, Holness replied that he encouraged this young lady named Elizabeth Reed to open this account so she can get paid. But this is where the story gets suspicious, because when the Integrity Commission then asked the question, what was the source of funds that maintained this account, Andrew Holness' reply is that him can't comment on the source of funding. But yet still, them open me account to collect wage. So if you don't see a wage are the source, are the reason why. Just say a must wage have to be the source we are maintaining unless it's something different.
The Integrity Commission is insisting that it cannot certify the Prime Minister's assets, liabilities and income.
Now, the Integrity Commission is seemingly concerned about the movement of millions of dollars among 3 companies associated with Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness.
The 3 companies that form part of the Integrity Commission's probe are Estate Bridge Development Company Limited, Imperium Investments Holdings Limited, and Positive Media Solutions Limited. All 3 are linked to Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness. The Integrity Commission hired an independent forensic examiner to assess the financial transactions between the 3 companies and determine the true value of the investments. The authorities looked at bank statements involving the 3 companies. Those bank accounts were held at 3 financial institutions: the National Commercial Bank NCB, NCB Capital Markets, and Barita. Now, intercompany deposits among the 3 companies linked to the Prime Minister totaled roughly $473.2 million. Intercompany withdrawals amounted to roughly $427.2 million. That's for the period 2020 to June 2023. The Integrity Commission said records submitted for Imperium and the explanations from Dr. Holness do not fully account for the transactions. In addition, financial statements and other documentation from Imperium do not account for the movement of over $72 million from Positive Media to Imperium. Likewise, the management accounts of Positive Media and other documentation submitted to the Commission do not account for the amounts advanced to Imperium. Now, there's also an interesting development with the tax authorities. Tax Administration Jamaica indicated that Imperium filed a nil tax return for 2021 and 2022, meaning the business did not declare any income or expenses on the form. However, Imperium earned over $5.1 million in 2021 and over $6.5 million in 2022 in dividend, exchange gains, interest, and other income. Expenses for Imperium in 2021 were roughly $9.8 million and for 2022 roughly $9.5 million. Estate Bridge also filed a nil tax return for 2021. However, interest income was over $1 million. The Integrity Commission is therefore urging Parliament to support the matter being referred to the Financial Investigations Division (FID). The Commission says there can be no finality in the matter until the FID has completed its work. After the report was tabled in the House, the Prime Minister was given the opportunity to make a personal statement. Now, Dr. Holness welcomed the fact that the report was tabled 2 years after the investigation began. He said he would be seeking legal advice on the report.
I've always sought to discharge my duties with respect and dignity, even for those who try to bring me down and do personal harm to my reputation. The weaponization of accusations of corruption is nothing new in politics.
So, Andrew Holness basically I say, Mark Bolden I tell lie on him. And based on my understanding of the law, if you make a statement that is liable, as we would say, we are slander, or that can cause defamation of character, a person can get charged if the information is false. So the whole fact said nobody not get charged all now just show say that is just more proof to show you that the information is factual and true. No one is being investigated or no one was charged for slander except Andrew Holness. Him alone get investigated because him alone I spread lies.
While I will not pursue the view that this was politicized, I believe it is commonly agreed that the law governing the Integrity Commission is in urgent need of revision.
If you know that it's not politicized, then you don't have no grounds to change any law governing the Integrity Commission. Unless I strengthen it, I go strengthen it. Any unnecessary changing of law, go on, that just show as proof of more corruption. Because me guarantee you, say, the people them under investigation agree with what I say.
We must also ensure that the Commission itself is efficient and pays due regard to the use of public funds and the time and resources required of public officials to comply. To this end, the law must ensure that the work of the Commission focuses on relevant, significant, and material issues. Mr. Speaker, I will take legal advice on this report and its recommendations, including recommendations for referral to other entities.
Plus, there's a special report as well as an addendum and other details. Now, the report showed that the Integrity Commission was mainly focused on 3 companies associated with the Prime Minister.
In a release this morning, the PNP says it's appalled by the revelations outlined in the Integrity Commission's investigative report into Prime Minister Andrew Holness's financial affairs. It says it's currently reviewing the full report with its legal team and officers to ensure that they fully understand the implications of the investigation. As based on its initial review, the Prime Minister has deliberately misled the country and Parliament. The release further pointed out that the recommendation that various opaque and questionable financial transactions involving Mr. Holness and his private companies be referred to the Financial Investigations Division, FID, for further investigation suggests that the matter is far from over. It also raised questions of the serious tax irregularities on the part of Mr. Holness's companies and recommends that these issues be referred to the Commissioner General of Tax Administration, Jamaica.
Now, the mainstream media is not trustworthy based on past situation, which is why I will be reviewing this entire report to get the full understanding. So remember to like and subscribe so you get update on the report each time I post so you can know the full report. This is only a small piece of the report. And people just want to know, would I never commit suicide? Me love life. No matter how we struggle get hard. As a matter of fact, me love the struggle. Me always tell people, me love the struggle. So me would never commit suicide.
Jamaica now finds itself in an unprecedented situation where its head of government is embroiled in a prolonged and unresolved integrity investigation. It says this battle being waged from the highest office in the land is undermining the country.
Andrew Holness should resign immediately. That is the call all about over social media right now from both Labour Right and PNP. The Labour Right them a say Andrew Holness and mash up them party and make them about to lose the next general election, while the PNP them highlight the corruption we are going in at the Jamaican Labour Party, where Andrew Holness is under investigation for illicit enrichment, and not just that, but Andrew Holness is also under investigation for fraud. So everyone is calling on this man to resign immediately. Resign and leave office with immediate effects. Not just Andrew Holness, but the other 7 criminals, including Juliet Holness, should resign as well, because them find Andrew Holness with SSL money in their account. I don't understand what's going on, but it fly over enough people head. But there's a transaction of 147 million US dollar that were transferred from SSL to Andrew Holness bank account. It is there. Andrew Holness get exposed by the Integrity Commission. Me tell you, say Cliff Hughes did I try to throw off for no forget about this whole thing.
What me not like, the question what me not like to ask, this song where Vice Cartel do we say Bo Clarks. Who Cartel and Popcorn do that song there, you know? And Labour Rights use that song, and that song did help them to get a lot of votes from the young people. So me that like to know. Labour Rights, you never know, say Popcorn and Cartel did a comrades from them time there. Lady say Cartel should have talked, say him did a come a PNP conference, and although she a Labour Rights, she would have go there. But no, we want to see our voters. We don't want to see people who not go vote for we. Although I know everybody at conference who turn up and vote. But we know say a few people them, a majority of them, a few people them. We don't want a Cartel concert. And I in concert here. Buy tickets to go to that concert. And I in concert. We want to see our people them, and our people them we want to see. We don't want to see people who are going to turn up there who are Labour Right because they want to see Cartel. No, we want to see our own crowd. Our own crowd we want to see. But I don't see why all of this uproar, because everybody they don't know say Cartel a PNP for a long time. Everybody they don't know, so I don't know where all of this for.
Let us hear from Dr. Led.
So we're seeing a whole lot of activities surrounding the political atmosphere in Jamaica right now. And many people are asking, why are we seeing all these celebrities and top-tier members of society showing their political affiliations? Let me remind you that a person's social status or celebrity status does not exempt them from the right to political freedom. That means each Jamaican, regardless of his or her political, social, economical, or celebrity status, has the right to exercise his or her political preferences. Now, many may ask, why are all these people supporting the PNP? Let me remind you that we are being told about growth that we're not seeing. We are being told about development that we are not seeing. We're told about reduction in crime that we are not seeing. We are told about educational development that we are not seeing. We are being told about infrastructural development that we are not seeing. Don't get me wrong, we are seeing some progress. But the progress that we are seeing has nothing to do with our local system or our local authorities. Alright? Call centers, internationally owned. Hotels, internationally owned. Highways, internationally owned. Airport, internationally owned. Wharves, internationally owned. What are we doing on the local surfaces as leaders? What are we seeing that we can say, yes, we voted for this? What are the evidence that the manifesto of the leading party that was presented in the last election is actually manifesting? Where are the evidence? Where are the evidence? Who now are sleeping with their doors open? Who now are able to afford their JPS bill? Who now are able to create a living space where their family is comfortable? Who now are able to call upon the security forces, the medical personnel, the medical facilities for security, for medical help and for help? Who? Then you wonder why people rally the way they do. People have the right to exercise their political preferences.
And remember, don't believe nothing what I'm saying in this video. The link to the report will be pinned in the description and the comment section. So click down in the comment section or the description and you're going to see the link to the report so you can read it for yourself. This video is all for entertainment purposes.